Welcome back to my classroom. This is Justin. Today I'm going to talk about types of regression analysis which are frequently used in psychological research. So the kind of questions expected in the NET exams are you will get the nature of the independent variable and nature of the dependent variable, and you may have to identify which kind of regression analysis will be suitable in that context. Okay, so we'll directly start with the topic. So we have the first method, simple regression analysis. Simple linear regression analysis. So what is this linear means? You should have a straight line relationship between two variables. See that straight line relationship between two variables. So when one variable increases, another variable also will increase. That's a linear relationship. Okay, so and the pattern would be same. For example, if you have a independent variable here x and a dependent variable here y, and if you have a straight line relationship like this, so this or this or this, so these are called as linear relationship. Okay, now you have two linear relationship where in the first context you have one iv, this condition, okay, one independent variable iv and one dv. Okay, and both iv and dv has to be continuous in this context. So this is simple regression. So what is multiple linear regression? So again, straight line relationship between independent variables and dependent variable. So multiple linear regression indicates you have one dv, the same one dv, but you have many ivs. So this is the context we use multiple linear regression. Now third one is polynomial regression. So polynomial regression means the relationship between the variables may not be linear in nature. For example, you have a curve linear kind of relationship. If you have a graphical presentation like x and y, and what if your relationship, the relationship between the variables is not exactly straight line, but it goes like this? It's a curve linear kind of relationship. Maybe, for example, what if you try to find out the relationship between the time and the number of cases reported for COVID-19? Now you will find that there would be an exponential growth after a point of time. So you won't get a straight line relationship. It's a curve linear relationship. So if you want to find out relationship between x and y, and you assume that if you believe that the relationship is curve linear, your regression analysis will be polynomial regression analysis. Now next one is binary logistic regression. So here the nature of the dependent variable is different. For example, you have your y, for example, your y has to be dichotomous in nature. That means you have option 0 and option 1. So you need to predict whether the person will commit suicide and person may not commit suicide. So your dependent variable is yes or no. And you may have a lot of independent variables, something like the depression, male or female, or like the many independent variables could be there. So when you have a dichotomous dependent variable, you go for binary logistic regression. Okay, now you have multinomial regression. So multinomial regression means in your dependent variable has many options, 1, 2, 3, like that. So you need to predict that particular behavior. For example, I may go inside the class, or I may wait outside the class, or I may not be thinking about it, I may not be worried about that, like that. You may have multiple options. So here, when dependent variable is has two categories, two possible outcomes, dichotomous outcome, then this binary logistic will be done. What if you have more than two outcomes? So dependent variable is categorical and more than two outcomes, then we go for a multinomial regression analysis. Okay, now you have ordinal regression. That means your dependent variable is dv is ordinal in nature. Now you go for the ordinal regression. The last one is discriminant function analysis. Is not a real regression analysis, but it is very commonly used to find out it is a kind of regression analysis because it use regression analysis, it use factor analysis, like that. So discriminant function analysis really do not fit with all regression analysis, but in terms of its function, in terms of its objective, it has a similar kind of pattern. So how does it work? You have a dependent variable which is categorical in nature. For example, I need to know whether the person belongs to different political parties, A, maybe Congress, Communist Party, or you have the Bharatiya Janata Party, like that. You have a BJP, Communist Congress, like that. So the objective is to know whether the person will vote for this group or this group or this group. So I have a lot of independent variables, something like for example, let us say education level, and you may have another variable, something like age, and you have gender, and you have the political ideology, you have socialist ideology, something like that. Okay, so many factors that I'm writing. Okay, now, so based on that, I'm trying to predict whether the person vote for this party or this party, this party. So this is my dependent variable. So this is my dependent variable. Dependent variable has multiple categories. If you really want to know what are the factors which contribute to this changes in this decision, you can directly go for multinomial regression. But in discriminant function analysis, what they do is based on the factors, let us say 3 factors, and from these factors a function will be created. A new variable will be created from these factors. The creation of the variable would be in such a way that this factor will have a ability to differentiate these 3 groups. That means among group A, group B, group 3, this factor will be different. So this is called as function. So a function which has a capacity to discriminate these 3 groups. So this is a discriminant function analysis. So they will create multiple functions like that, and these functions will be based on this independent variable, and these functions will have a capacity to differentiate this groups. So this is called as discriminant function analysis. So these are a different regression analysis method frequently used in the psychological research, and maybe any direct questions can be asked from this section. I'm not going to explain in detail about any of this analysis. So I have already done this one and this one. Please watch my videos related to that one. But other analysis, I'm not going to do that one. Okay, I'm not going to explain. If anyone want a detailed explanation related to this one, please let me know. If anybody want, I will do that. Otherwise, I'm going to ignore other methods here. Okay. So after these 2, the other most frequently used method is binary logistics. I have never used polynomial, multinomial, ordinal regression, discriminant functionals. I have used only for one dissertation. Yeah. So that's my in my experience, these methods are not very frequently used. Okay, but in the case of net exam, you may get some question where the question may be indicating that your dependent variable is nominal and it has 2 levels, that is dichotomous, and you have a set of independent variables. You may be asked to decide which analysis has to be used, like that. Okay, that's it. Bye from my classroom. See you in the next class. Bye.